Hey, what's up guys? How are you doing? Today's video, I'm going to be legit checking some Yeezy 350 V2 true forms with you. Just a little disclaimer for the video. Yes, there are funny kind of parody videos on this channel, but this stuff I do take serious, so I'm not joking about this. These are real Yeezys that I'm going to be showing you. So if you have watched some of the other funny videos on the channel, just know that I take this part kind of seriously. So these will be serious videos with the legit checks and everything. Now, as you can see, I have kind of a big shoe collection. I have some Yeezys built up. I probably got like 7 or 8 pairs now, and what comes with that is kind of knowing a little bit how to legit check your Yeezys if you're buying from like shady sources or anything like that. So if you want to make sure you have legit Yeezys, check out this series, subscribe to this channel if you are into this kind of stuff. This is the Yeezy True Forms, right? These are the ones that were released in like Africa or something like that. Let me get the camera up here and I'm going to show you unboxing and everything and see, so you can see what's inside of it. These did come from StockX, so you'll kind of see what they're going to look like if they come from StockX. Okay, so right now I'm going to kind of run you through every single angle of the box, including the label, so you can kind of compare your box to mine. So there's the top 350. It is this kind of weird color. If you get one with a dark like brown or black, that's probably your first sign that this is fake. This right here is how the front of the box label is right here, or I don't know if you call it front or rear, but the side with the tab right here. So this is the Yeezy Boost 350 made by Adidas, adidas.com/Kanye, and then your logo should be centered right here. Now let me show you the UPC label, and this is also another really good way to check and see if you have a fake or not. If you look right here where it says the blah 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 /V10, if your label has these 6 numbers for like the different sizes, then you should have a V10. If you have just 1, 2, 3, it should have V2 or V3. And I'm not sure, but I think all the true forms came from overseas, so they probably are all going to be like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't quote me on that, but I think that is the case because it was released not in America. And then mine had this sticker over here on it. I don't know why that's there. I don't know if that's like a certain random sticker. I don't know. But there's this kind of a still image of the front label. You can get a shot of that and then maybe compare your box to it to make sure you have a legit pair. Okay, now let's open it up. And you have your paper. Now underneath here is a label. I'm going to kind of cover my address up real quick. So this right here is the label that StockX gave me. This is the StockX logo up here. Underneath my thumb is my address and everything and my name, which I'm not going to give to you freaking weirdo perverts, but size 12.5, gray. Yeah, I said gray. It's gray. And then I paid $355 plus this amount for shipping, so it came out to $368.95. And so that is the first tag you'll get. And then right underneath that was this Josh CEO stock signatured letter. I think it's just kind of a monogram signature on there. And then this is the back of it right here. Here, let me give you a sound of the paper. I don't know how else to describe the paper, but yeah, let's open it up. We have our Yeezys inside of here. Let's get them out real quick. And then I believe there might be, yeah, there's a StockX sticker in here as well. Also, my box did not have any of the little circular stickers in there. Let me get it pulled all the way apart here. This is the first half of the box. Should look just like that. And then here is the inside of the box here. I don't know if any people that are making replicas are going to get that wrong, but you never know. All right, now let's take a look at these tags before we get all up in detail on these shoes. This is the front tag right here. That is the back of the front tag. And then this is a dual tag thing right here. But it has, I'll give you a close-up here on this writing. You can kind of see what writing's on there. And then this just has a bunch of different letters and words on it that I am definitely not going to read. And the only other thing is this StockX hang tag. It's kind of a reference for you. That's what they look like. It's got that reflective barcode thing in the middle. But yeah, let's get into the shoes. All right, now the first major thing you're going to be looking at is this distance right here. So a lot of shoes that are replicas don't get this right, and a lot of times when I'm looking at photos online, I think with the different angles they just look different lengths. So I'm going to give you like a full wrap around of this right here so you can see exactly what length this is. And we can get up real nice and close there so you can see exactly how many threads and stitches are in between the front rubber and that edge of that stripe. It's about 1 centimeter long. And then here's another super close-up kind of macro shot of the front rubber tip to the end of the stripe, so you can get that exact distance. You can kind of gauge it against these side stitches right here, or the center stitches that are going along the shoe. It seems to be like right at the end of this first hourglass stitch is right across where that starts. Looks like it to me is a good way to kind of gauge that distance. But yeah, this distance is one of the main things I see wrong in replicas. So far in my experience, they almost always get, it's like one of the surefire ways to tell. So if you get a pair and the stripe is shorter or longer than that, then big red flag. Another like dead giveaway with Yeezy 350 V2s is this first lace right here. On the right shoe, on this one, this lace should go under the inside lace. And on the left shoe, the left lace should go underneath the right inside lace, or whatever you call it. So this one on the outermost side at the front should be going underneath that first lace on both shoes. So if somebody has like an ad on eBay or something and they say it's brand new with box, dead stock or something like that, and this lace is going over that lace, they're lying and they're selling replicas. All right, so now let's look at the boost on the bottom of the True Forms here. If you can see, all the boost balls in here are very circular and round, more round than some pairs will have. Like the replicas will have like uneven, not uneven, but like kind of oblong shaped or like L-shaped boosts. They look like they're squashed, you know. And all of these circles are pretty well defined here, and they all have 3 stripes from what I can tell. Some forms of the 350 V2 have some with 4 stripes and 3 stripes. Some have just 4 stripes. The True Forms right here that I got have just 3 stripes. So if the boost on your Yeezy True Forms doesn't look like this, that's another dead giveaway. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the stitching here on the heel, or the inner heel here. If you flatten this out, you can kind of see that's kind of the general layout there, and you can see the quality stitching here. If your stitching looks like shit, I mean, that's another dead giveaway, of course. And then let's look here at the back angle of that heel tab. That's what that should look like. Just like that. And then when I say angle, I'm talking about this back here. A lot of the replicas don't get that part right. They'll either be hanging all the way back down here or sticking straight up like this. So this is the angle that you want your 350 V2 True Forms to be looking like. And then the inner stitching here on the inside is going to look like that. And then on this side of the shoe, it's going to look like that. That's your inner stitching there. And then there's a shot of the tag on the inside, so you can kind of see what my tag looks like and compare yours to that. And then here is a shot of the underside of the insole. Now there's a few things to pay attention to here. Number one is going to be these little cutouts right here. A lot of times the guys that are making replicas do not get these right. This right here is the exact shape of the cutout on mine. So if yours is different than that, that's another red flag. And then also make sure that your Adidas logo right here is as well defined as this one. And that's another thing a lot of the replica makers get wrong. And then the font right here should look exactly like that. Shouldn't be any more bubbly, any thicker, any bigger. It should be just like that. And then while we have the insole out, let's look at the inside stitching here. You can kind of get a gist as to what it should look like. Okay, now the back pull tab should look just like this. The edge of the tab lines up pretty well with this stripe. I mean, almost exactly with that stripe. Also, this stitching line all the way up should be pretty relatively straight. If there's a big curve to the right or the left, that's another big red flag. And then if you turn your heel tab inside out, it should be connected in the middle here by threads. If it's not, that's another big red flag. Okay, and here is going to be one big wide shot of the side profile of the shoe. Your shoe should be exactly this shape right here if you have the True Form. A few things to look at are going to be the angle of this going down all the way up to the top right here, and then you're going to want to kind of focus on this angle of curve, right? Some of the replicas will go up higher, like the curve will be more steep, I guess is what you would call it. On the real Yeezys, it's pretty flat and low. All right, and here is going to be a shot of the inner. Now, if you notice, this is the full side profile, right? Take a look at that inside shape. This tongue comes up almost at a 90-degree angle almost. I mean, it's pretty dang close to a 90-degree. It comes up sharp and hard right there to the top, and these stay stiff. If you push them down, they're going to spring right back up. A lot of the replicas, if you push this down, it'll kind of fold over and stay. These real ones will just bounce right back up. Same with the toe. If you push it down, it should bounce right back up. Bounce right back up, just like that. Also, if you can see, the sole here is pretty transparent. You can see that I'm colorblind, but I think that's orange all the way along the bottom. And if we get a good close look at the stitching here, you can see all the different colors. They look gray. you would think, but there's definitely some different colors in there, like yellows or greens maybe, I'm not sure. So definitely kind of compare that with your pair, and if they don't have that, then another big red flag. Also take a look at the heel here with the different color scheme, how it all kind of ties in together. If yours does not look like that, you probably got some fakes. Okay, so now we got the macro lens out and we're looking at the back stitching on the heel. This is exactly what your back stitching should look like, all the way up to the tip of the heel pad or whatever you want to call it. And this right here is kind of that different color that you can see in the shoe. Now that you can kind of see it close up in much more detail with this macro lens. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. If this helped and you want more, subscribe. I'm going to be doing more of these videos with the really insane close-ups so you can get like super detailed shots. I want to make as much of these as I can, and I'm sure some of you guys will be very curious about what I shot this all with and what lenses and everything. I'll link all that down below so you can check it out, and they will be Amazon affiliate links. So if you do click them, I get a commission. So if I helped you out and saved you getting scammed on some Yeezys, then you could click my links if you're wanting to buy a camera or something. But yeah guys, that is the end of the video. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.